Let's go tanking. First of all, I think the better question is, because we got to rank tanks by S, A, B, C, and D, right? And there's only 6 tanks to really rank. So I guess we can split this up into fun, Mythic Plus, and rating, right? We could do like 3 separate ones. Because I know a lot of people don't care about the meta shit. So, I mean, why not say what's fun, right? Most fun tank S tier, Shaman. Is this Brewmaster? Yeah, I got to give it to Brewmaster. I think Brewmaster has been the most fun tank, believe it or not. I don't know. Like, they are S tier fun, man. You got the statue. You got Rising Sun Kick, more buttons. Just the layout of their talents. You know, you could choose between like Double Keg, Kyrian, Covenant ability, or Necro. You can have 2 of the 3 actually, if you spec correctly. It's always been a lot of fun. And I would never usually put Brewmaster at the top of a fun list. Second fun list, Vengeance, for sure. Vengeance has always been fun. Vengeance would be number 1 S tier for me normally in any expansion. I don't know. It's just never been like a meta tank to play for like any of the raids. So I never have to play it. So A tier fun, I'm going to give to Vengeance and of course Prot Pally. And Warrior. I'll put Warrior in A. Like the most fun talent that makes Prot really interesting is Sentinel. I think Sentinel, Tears Enforcer, and having Sanct Mad Paragon at the same time, because Prot Paladin is so fluid, it's so fast. Even at like only 15-20% haste, they still feel really fast paced to play. And then Warriors, obviously. Warriors last expansion would have been, or this expansion would have been here easily. Beginning of Shadowlands, that's where you are. You're right there. Dragonflight, you've improved. You've improved. Because now Blizzard has given Warriors back all the cool that made them awesome pre-Shadowlands in the form of talents. Even though they just got their AoE shield wall completely eradicated. And then, I don't know, man, for the beginning of any expansion, or even just, I guess it's because DKs always feel so slow at the beginning of every expansion. I have no real motivation to play them. I don't have fun with them. Even in Dragonflight, I try to have fun. The most fun part about Dragonflight is having slappy hands. You know what's going to come in dead last under the D tier. You know it's coming. Wait, is that Feral or is that Bear? That's Bear, right? Okay. I don't know. It's just same shit every expansion, but slower. Yeah, I mean, Arcane Bear is a little fun to play, but I don't know. I still feel like I'm not really, like I could do a like dungeons on the beta right now on Bear maybe 2 or 3 times. Then I can't stand playing it anymore. Okay, let's see. And then for DPS, let's see. Any good fun DPS S tier tanks? Where's Survival Hunter? Yeah, you can put Survival up in S tier. Enhancement Shaman's getting there. Red Paladins, keep them down here by D. They can't tank worth a damn. Windwalkers can tank a little bit, put them in A tier. Feral Jews can go Bear form. So can Restos. Let's see. That's about it. Yeah, that's it. But yeah, overall, Brewmaster, probably the most fun tank I've played in Dragonflight. I don't know why, but just Statue and Rising Sun Kick and the choice nodes have just made Brewmaster tanking like super fun, even though I always want to main a Paladin. All right, this is the tough one now. So now Mythic Plus. And now we're talking about Mythic Plus currently. Damage, survivability, everything. Mythic Plus right now. I was going to put Warriors here, but because they just lost their AoE shield wall, which would have probably made them really powerful. You know what I'm saying? I don't think I could put them S tier anymore. They got good damage, sure, but I'm gonna put them at A. I'm gonna put Prot Warriors at A. That one change is huge. Yeah, I don't think there is an S. Like for me, I don't think there's like a tank that stands out that's gonna say, okay, this tank could do a plus 25, but this other tank can't. Yeah, I'm gonna put Prot Pally at B for sure. Not because I don't think they're A, it's because I still feel like once they start tanking anything over like a 13 or a 14 right now, even with a decent item level, I feel like they're just getting smacked around, bro. It's always the same with Prot Pally. Even though I consider Prot Pally probably like in a raid environment one of the best defensive tanks in the game. I don't know. I don't know. They're either here or they're like in between. I guess we can keep them at A. Brewmasters, oh man, they're tough because you have to give up a little bit of your defensive to go full offensive, and you go full offensive, then you're gonna get smacked defensively. Like I've seen some Brewmasters on beta right now, not choosing improved Celestial Brew, not choosing light brewing, just to do more damage. But Brew is like doing so much fucking damage right now that I have to put them at least at B. No. Defensively, they're bad right now, but have you seen their damage? Have you seen their fucking damage right now on beta keys? I gotta put them at B. People like damage. People like damage. Yeah, a little sack here, a little dampen harm there, diffuse over here, a little fort brew there, celestial timing, purify healing. You know, they got the talents to survive. And when I tested it, the difference between choosing full-blown DPS and full-blown defensive was only like a 5-6K difference. So yeah, this looks good right now. Blood DK, huh? I'm not convinced. I almost had a brew kill me. Yeah, I'm not convinced. At launch, Blood DK's here. By 10.3, Blood DK's here. Happens every expansion, every fucking time. Beginning of expansion, they're here. By the end, they're here. I don't know. It's a thing. It's a thing. Actually, you know what? I guess we go this way. We could probably move Brew to C, considering they get fucking destroyed physically and magically. Bear tank. Look, bear tank's not that bad. Bear tanks in dungeons are actually kind of slappy. They're not. I wouldn't put them at B or A at all. I would consider C. Yeah, I don't know, man. Like, I guess for now, bears are there. I don't know, man. They're either here or here. Hard F tier for fuck off. Yeah, I mean, and they just nerfed Elun's Favored, which is terrible because that kind of would have put them at least at B for me. And then there's Vengeance, man. Vengeance is like, I think, the dark horse tank of Mythic Plus. This at the beginning. I really do. I think they're the dark horse. I think people are putting them sometimes at B or A. Yeah, dude, I think Vengeance is probably the top right now, statistically. But yeah, right now, their survivability is good. Their damage is good. Their utility is good. Now they got darkness now. I don't know. I can't do it. I can't. You know what? I can't put any tank at S tier. I can't. I think the tanks are kind of between A and B and a little bit of C. They're kind of close to a point where I can't put them at S. I don't know. There you go. That looks better for me. Yeah, I like this. Yeah, I have to move Paladin down because I don't know. I still feel wrong as a Paladin. I can't be biased. I mean, Paladins can B-res, so can Death Knights, but Death Knights always feel shitty at the beginning of the expansion. Paladins always feel like they're taking too much damage, but I don't know. Like we have to really see how Paladins can do, like in you know, once everything's tuned and we're ready to go, right? That's how I'm looking at this. I'm looking at day 1, season 1, 397 to 400 item level, which I don't even think you can get 400, right? Pre-raid. I'm pretty sure you can't. You know, who here is gonna be able to tank a 20 more effectively than another tank? And I would probably have to say Warrior Vengeance right now. Yeah, I think Vengeance, Prot Warrior A tier, Death Knight, Paladin B tier, and you know what? I can't. D tier, Guardian D, Bruce C. I like it. I like this for season 1 so far. Now, if fucking Blizzard keeps nerfing Prot Warriors and their utility and stuff, it's gonna get worse and worse for them. But maybe Hunter Pets, Beast Mastery, but Beast Mastery up there, and maybe DKs with Death Strike. Oh, Shaman Earth Elementals, can't go wrong with all the Earth Ellie, baby. Look at that. Bring back Evasion Rogues. Yeah. All right, that was Mythic Plus. Now rating. Oh, rating. I'm gonna try not to think on a too high of a level of this. Rating is so tricky, right? Because rating always depends sometimes on what your actual raid comp is. Sometimes you'll have a Vengeance Demon Hunter maybe tank in a guild because they don't have a Havoc, but most good guilds have a Havoc. Monk is really the question mark. Like, is Windwalker going to be good enough with Windwalkers being as good as they are now? So right now, I would say probably, let's start with Monk. Let's start with I mained most of this expansion because Windwalkers just didn't cut it. I'd probably put Brew in the B tier. And this is only if the Windwalkers perform the way they are doing right now and they stay in a raid. You won't need this. And then looking at some of the fights, you know, Brewmasters have good mobility. They have transfer. They have the teleport. I'm just trying to think of what teleport was used so much in Shadowlands. I'm trying to think of the Vault of the Incarnate fights and thinking what really needs a teleport. You could probably use it on Aranog to teleport through the rings, maybe. The fight where you get thrown up into the air with the winds and shit, but not many. Not many. Any monk provides the physical damage increase to the raid. So with a Windwalker in mind, I put them at B. Bear tanks, just leave them there for now. You can't do anything about that. Hey, Towelliee, they got Stampeding Roar. Yeah, so do the 3 Boomkins you're probably going to bring to your raid, all right? You're fine. Towelliee hates Bear confirmed. Hey, that's bullshit. I had a lot of fun playing Bear in the first iteration. before they nerfed all their arcane damage. But yeah, Windwalker comes to if there was no Windwalker in your group or Mistweaver, then you'd have to put Brewmaster at S tier because they're mandatory. So this could easily be swapped depending on your comp. But let's say for our guild, currently we have a Windwalker trialing. He's doing a lot of damage. Everything's looking good. I'm rooting for him. Hopefully he makes the cut, so I don't have to play Brewmaster this expansion. Havoc is there. They have Darkness. They have a lot of good utility via the sigils. Their Fiery Brand builds are pretty amazing for tanking. So are their Spirit Bomb builds anyway. But yeah, I think for this expansion, because of how the talent trees are structured, I'd put Vengeance at A. Prop Pally, I'll put them in A. I still think personally with all the talents, once you're 70, I think Prop Paladins are still defensively superior. You can even ask Max or something. He might even tell you the same thing. And Paladins are so versatile as well with different kind of fights, different cheeses. You still, Spell Warding is now still Prop Paladin only. It used to be all Paladins. They have a battle res, but yeah. I mean, I'll put them in A. I wouldn't say that they're over the top better than everybody else, but I think that Prop Paladins are probably in a better raid state in Dragonflight than Shadowlands. But yeah, I mean, Sentinel is it's just such a godly fucking talent. People are so undervaluing Sentinel. And Paladins, just because Avenger Shield doesn't generate holy power anymore, their uptime is still great on Shield of the Righteous, and they have the other talents to help them out. I'll keep Prop Pally at A along with Vengeance with the current Vengeance structure. Prot Warrior, huh? Prot Warrior's single target damage is kind of shit. It's kind of poop without the 70 talents. It used to be, before they nerfed the shit out of all the warrior stuff, Prot Warriors were doing what, like 30k more than the next tank? Here's the deal though. I am going to put Prot Warrior at S tier. I'll put him at S tier because of a few things. They bring good utility. Once again, they got Shout, they got Rally, Extended Rally, mobility. There's so many insane mobile fights. They can actually cheese the Thea encounter, the one where you have to swap platforms and shit. And then last but not least, Blood DK. What do we do with Blood DK at the beginning of any expansion, man? What do we do with you, bro? What do we do with you? I feel like a fight like Broodkeeper and Razageth, you would probably need some sort of grip. Because frankly, for raiding Blood DK right now, I don't know. I don't see them as being that powerful. Sure, they got their Death Strike, but I think healers are healers still get Agita and shit trying to fucking, trying to top them off. Yeah, man, like, if this was, let's say, patch 10.2, 10.3 tier list, by then, Blood DKs are here, easily. Blood DKs are here, probably Brews are here, too. Warriors are probably going to get nerfed. They'll go to B. Bears will get buffed. They'll go to A. Yeah, just kidding. They'll still be D. And then Vengeance will kind of just fall into the C category. And then you're basically running Brewmaster Death Knight at the end of the expansion. But for now, we're talking about the beginning of the expansion. I think probably... Yeah, I'll keep him at A. I'll keep him at A. So this is my rating tier list. And once again, this is all dependent on what is in your current guild structure. So now let's say you're in a situation where your guild doesn't have a Windwalker or a Mistweaver. Boom, that happens. For some odd reason, your Havoc Demon Hunter, has an accident on like an electric fence or something and you have no Havoc, then that becomes that. That's it. That's as easy as the tank structure could change. But once again, I'm doing this under the assumption that you have a Havoc and you have a Windwalker or a Mistweaver, then it would be the way I just put it for you guys. I like it. I think it's a pretty good tier list for raiding tanks at least. And no, I'm not going to do a fucking DPS tier set. You know what? I will do a DPS tier set. I'll do Towelliee's random. Let's see how it turns out. DPS tier list. Let's see. All right. S tier. Windwalkers, Enhancement Shamans, Affliction Warlock. Let's see, Boomkin kind of got nerfed. They're going to A tier. Unholy, A tier. Frost, C tier. I'm just guessing here. Where's Evoker, by the way? Oh, is it the dragon right here? B tier, Evoker. Let's see, Beast Mastery, A tier. Survival, D tier. Marksman, B tier. I'm just guessing. Arcane, S tier. Frost, B. Fire, B. Rep Paladin, A tier. They're going to make a comeback. Trust me, I feel it. Shadow Priest, multi-target fights, S tier. Barrel Druid, you know what? B. They moved up from D from last expansion. Ellie Shaman, right now, D tier. Arms Warrior, D. Fury, A. I'm guessing here, by the way. Oh, Havoc, definitely A on Havoc. Actually, put S on Havoc. You need one in every raid anyway, right? What am I missing? Oh, the rogues. Outlaw hasn't gotten nerfed yet, right? Outlaw S tier because every fight's multi-target in the raid, so they're gonna fucking slam. Let's see. Sub-Rogue B, Assassin B. Fuck, what Warlock icon is this one? Which one's this one? This is this Destruction? Yeah, Destro. B. Let's see. Demonology C. And there you have it, folks. Towellee's ghetto ass DPS tier for season 1. So screenshot this, clip this, and then after the season is over, we can look back and say, was I wrong or was I right? Bro, you don't think Shadow Priest is going to be S tier with all the fucking different targets? I think on Broodkeeper, they're going to be nasty. Evoker B tier? I don't know, man. Evoker, no one even knows what's going to happen with Evoker. Every time in a dungeon, all those S tier DPS are always slapping hard. Any Windwalker I roll with, Enhancement, Affliction, Arcane Shadow, Havoc, and Outlaw. Especially Outlaw. Outlaw is fucking busted. All right, hold on. And now let's do the healing. And I know nothing about healing. Let me see. Healing. Ooh, where do we put Preservation right now? You got a little bit of buff. Put Preservation at B. Put them right in the middle because we don't know yet. No one likes their 30-yard range still. So I don't fucking know, dude. Let's see. Always got to have a Paladin. Paladin Healer always makes it to the A list. Holy Priest makes it to the A list. Where's Resto Druid been, bro? Yeah, I mean, yeah, I was gonna say, based on what I've seen on Twitter, Disc is S right now. Yeah, Resto's like a good A, right? Yeah, Resto's been pretty good. So there's not that big of a disparity in most of the healing, according to you guys. And then we could put, where's Mistweaver? I don't know, B? I don't know, Mistweaver B? And Resto Shaman, put him at A. There you go. Did I get all the specs or am I missing any? You never know, man. By in a couple of weeks, the day before the raids come out, Resto Shamans just get giga buffed. Call me crazy. I don't think you have the same energy for DPS and heals that you do for tanks. Yeah, I don't at all, because I don't give a shit about healers and DPS. This is my guessing game. Clip that. All right, and then finally, we're gonna put in we're gonna give 3 spots to 3 specs. All right, in which right now you think that there's no way in hell they can ever become S tier in their current state, but they will somehow. And we're gonna give that to 3 specs. I'm gonna give one to Ellie. I'm gonna give the other one to Survival. I'm gonna give the last one to Rhett, right there. Shaman, Survival, Rhett. And Feral Druids are fine. What are you guys talking about? They get like a 1% buff every week. By the time the expansion comes out, they'll be 8% more damage by then. Well, I'm saying, like an underdog. If in my opinion, you're an A, you're an underdog already. Survival's garbage. I know. That's the point. And then clip it. And then now we're going to go the opposite. What we think is the best shit right now in the game now at season 1 is just going to get fucking destroyed into the ground by the time we're done. Warrior tank, number 1. I think by the time we get to the end of the expansion, warrior tanks are just going to be below the other tanks. Affliction. I need one more. Disc Priest, 1 of each. There you go. Starting, they start at SA, they end at D. What Demon Hunter buff brings to the raid? Magic. They bring magic. Surely they won't wreck enhancement again. Surely. I like fun rankings. Fun rankings are the best rankings.